On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
I think everyone's weird. I don't know. How
The
weird are you?
person that says that is always the weirdest. They are always.
I probably might be the weirdest.
I have with me Marissa and Miriah Lopez. What is up, ladies?
Hey.
Hey. So for people that do not know who you are, can you tell them?
Yes, so I'm Marissa Lopez,
I'm Miriah Lopez, and we
we're
are
the
the
football sisters.
Awesome. How do you guys feel about taking on a predominantly male dominated sport?
I feel like the world is changing now, and we are able to introduce like a new era of female tackle football. So it's super exciting. It's a really awesome movement that we are able to present and really like introduce as women empowerment. So it's super exciting. It's a new movement. We've been trying to make it like a thing. I've seen like in the past in history, like it's been a really good movement, but right now it's like really moving.
It's taken off for
Yeah.
sure. And we believe like why do guys get to have all the fun? We want to go out there, we want to play just as hard.
Right.
We can do it too. So
True. They totally can do it too. And actually, I have a little highlight reel here for you. For anybody who has not seen them in action, let me go ahead and play this.
4th and goal, back to Lopez.
Hammer time, they can't touch me, hammer time, hammer time, they can't touch me, hammer time, bedtime, I ain't never had a bedtime, headline, boy, you looking at a headline, hammer time, they can't touch me, hammer time, they can't touch me, hammer time, bedtime, watch me kill the same bedtime, we gon' steal the same bedtime.
So super, super awesome. So I know that you guys played sports you guys played sports in like high school, right?
Yes.
What'd you play?
Volleyball, basketball, softball. We ran track.
Okay.
So we were well rounded.
So like everything but football.
But
Yeah.
football.
Okay. So what made you want to even do football? Because football is very different. Football is like a contact sport, right? So what made you even want to do that? Like, were you intimidated? Like, what made you think about doing it?
Of course, the league is very intimidating when you go into it and you want to try out and the different process things that we have to go through.
yeah.
But we had our mindset that we wanted to do something, and we saw the league, and we were super excited. We saw these badass women just literally like
Laying each other
Yeah.
out. just falling deep.
You
And
wanted
they're
to be
beautiful.
them.
Yeah. They're beautiful boss women. And the league is all about women empowerment. So it's just this league is everything that we wanted to be and we, are able to do.
That's awesome. So what is I'm gonna tell you that I didn't know really much about this until like a few months back. Someone shared like a video, and I was like, "Women playing football." I was like, "What is this?" So like I
Yeah.
took a look at it, and I will say, being the typical average red-blooded American male, that the uniforms are what caught my eye first. But then as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Yo, these chicks are awesome." So yeah, so what exactly is this whole new like X League? Because I watched it when it was the LFL, and now it's like, is it the X League now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so are there any differences?
Yes. Right now, they're saying that
We're still trying to figure out honestly what this new league is about, because
Some-
of course it's just
some
now
of the players
revealed.
have been given equity for their teams.
I
that
saw
they
that.
play.
I saw that.
So that's a different,
Mhm.
I guess for this league. But yeah, we're still trying to figure it out. It is a new league. That's what they're
Okay.
saying. So it's a new league. But the same arena football, 7-on-7.
Okay. Is it
Same
like the
product.
same teams and everything?
And they renamed the team, so it'll be different names of the teams, but same 8 teams.
Okay. Are you allowed to say what your team name is going to be?
Yes. We are called the LA Black Storm.
The LA Black Storm. That's crazy.
So from LA Temptation to LA Black Storm.
Yo, that's way more aggressive. That's way more
Yeah.
aggressive. I dig it. I totally dig it. So I think I read, I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought I read that because right now it's like 50 yards is the full stadium, right?
Yes.
It's like 50 yards. I thought I read that it was like 70 yards. Is that true or no?
It's 50 by 30.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 50 by 30.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much everything is really pretty much the same.
Yes.
So there's nothing like fans aren't going to lose anything, right, with this new league.
No.
Okay.
They're wanting to get a TV, get us back on TV. And
Oh.
so they wanted it to be the X League, different you know what I mean? The name I think was holding them back. So
Gotcha.
now with the X League, they're trying to get us back on TV.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So, okay. So I got to bring up this final game that happened last season. So for anyone who doesn't know, formerly the LA Temptations, they had a crazy great season. I mean, it was awesome from like the very moment that Miriah and Marissa really touched the field. Like everything was just super awesome. That's not to say that their other teammates aren't good, but it was just, I don't know, like especially with Miriah on offense as the running back. I mean, it was so crazy, especially because how tall are you?
I am 5'3". They keep saying I'm 5'2".
They do say you're 5'2".
I'm like, no, I'm not.
I was like, give me that inch.
Give me that inch.
So really crazy, really awesome. It was super exciting. Look, incredibly strong. My favorite game was I think it was like game 14. It was the second time that you guys faced the Austin. It was such a great game. It was so awesome. So great. And so I was like, okay, so this team, they're gonna make it. So they went to the cup and went to the final. I was like, this is like my team now. It's like the LA Temptation was my team now. So I was like, team is exactly. I'm totally invested. So I was like, my team is gonna win. But it was like, honestly, it was almost like a blowout. Like it did not go the way that I'm sure you wanted it to go either. So like, do you know why you guys just didn't come together the way I think that you should have? Like what happened?
Yeah, so I definitely think that the Seattle team prepared a lot better than what we had. But we definitely went out there strong. I got hurt on the first play, so that was devastating for our defense. And
you did get hurt on the first play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My shoulder dislocated.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I've been having issues with that.
This is the second time
all season.
Oh.
So I actually dislocated it in the Austin game, the first game.
Is that the one where you got the interception?
No, that was the Denver game.
Okay.
The first time we faced off to Austin.
Okay.
She dislocated it.
Yeah, I dislocated my shoulder. And then the next game I came in and we won. It was like a really good game. Everybody had a really good game. The energy was high. It was like good. We were going off, like coming off of a high from that going into the Legends Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, just the first play, I just dislocated it. But the offense did really good with what we had, and a lot of girls were just getting hurt and things like that. So I feel like the numbers as well kind of hurt us. And then just the preparation, I feel like they were a lot more prepared than we were.
Yeah, they have an amazing coach over there. They have amazing veteran players, and so do we. But yeah, I don't feel like we were as prepared as they were. They were there, I think, at like 7 a.m, preparing for that game. Yeah.
Really?
And then we got there, we're like, oh, they're already practicing.
Yeah, but it's just something to take into the next year.
Yeah.
So into this year on how prepared we have to be and the numbers and things like that, and we have to watch out for our injuries. So it's just lesson learned coming into this next season.
If it was gonna come down to, like, again, say that like this next season it goes exactly the same way, and it's back to you and Seattle again, do you think it would go that way again?
Well, we have a lot of different players. So
you have different players this season?
To definitely do them like they did us.
Exactly.
Revenge next year.
That chip on our shoulder.
That is awesome. That's so awesome.
Just
So
like we played against Austin, we'll be playing against Seattle like that with a chip on our shoulder.
Exactly.
Nothing to lose.
Exactly. So I think I was looking through, correct me if I'm wrong, I was looking some of the 2018 games also. You guys lost a coach, I thought, in 2018, and then was it like the assistant coaches that kind of like picked up the?
Yeah, so we lost our 10-year veteran coach last year, and then we had a couple of coaches come in.
Yeah,
we had like 3 different coaches last year.
Okay.
And
So-
so we were trying to figure that out at the beginning.
Okay, do you know if you guys are going to get like a new coach this season, or if it's going to be the same as last season?
Same coach as last season.
Okay, good, because they took y'all where you guys needed to be. I like them. Yeah, I totally did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And definitely our veterans like stepped up
Yeah.
this year and like really like led us
Honestly.
to where we needed to be as well.
And your QB, what's her name?
Ashley
Ashley
Salerno.
Yo, she's awesome too.
She's a beast.
She is such a beast. Yo, one of my favorite times was when I think she got hurt and they were trying to take her out of the game, and she's like, "Fuck that!" She's like, "No."
That's our favorite line from her.
It was so awesome. So it just goes to show, man, like just like the dedication and just the overall grind, man, that you guys have. I think it's really, really cool. So what's a common myth about the league?
That it's sexy girls running around trying to play football, and it's.
I'm gonna correct
definitely
you. I'm gonna
evolved from
correct
that.
you. I think it's sexy girls that are playing football. They are not trying.
Well, that's a myth that we can't play football, but we're gonna go out there and play. That's
Right.
a myth that it's definitely evolved from the lingerie football.
Yeah.
To what it is now.
So with it, okay. So we've all seen these uniforms. For anyone who hasn't seen them, they're not bad uniforms in any sense. It's not like I would not let my 12-year-old watch this at all. But I would say that the uniforms are cut definitely for women, and they are meant to accentuate women. So my question would be then, you've got to have like super male creeps, right? Like, how do you guys handle like the creepy dudes?
Honestly, I don't respond if they do send me like, "Oh, you're my favorite player." I definitely thank you for the support,
Yeah.
but it will not go further than my one line, "Thank you for the support."
Okay.
Yeah. I think we keep a positive head and we don't worry about like the creepy dudes, but we worry about people that support us.
Yeah.
And that really understand what we're doing and what movement we're trying to make and things like that. That's what we mostly like to focus on.
Right. See, I would have, especially Miriah, I thought that you would have been more like aggressive to shoot people down, because I have another clip I want to play. I have another one. So and this is kind of picking on Miriah a little bit. So I want to play this clip.
To Lopez. And Lopez will get it down to about the 13-yard line.
So you will see Miriah gets into like all these scuffles like after.
That's caught with no shot.
Here's a big one. Oh,
She's going against like the whole team.
They're up 5 and with the ball. And not for nothing. About 3.5 minutes already.
There it is again. So I don't know, what is it? Are you just like super aggressive or what?
She definitely stands her ground.
Yeah, they try to do stuff after the play that people don't see, or they try to say something. So I'm like, all right.
And that's what you have to do in order to gain respect. This was, her big year, and people like having to understand that she's out there and she's gonna
they were gunning
run the ball.
They were gunning for me. I believe they were gunning, but I'm a running back, so
Yo, they
so
always gun for
my shoulder.
They always gun for like the short people. I swear.
They do.
I swear.
I'm small, so I get it.
Yo,
but I don't play like I'm small. My mindset is like I'm gonna play big.
Agreed. I definitely agree. See, I'm like 5'7" and some change with my shoes on, and so like growing up, like I feel like I had like that short man complex. Just but in my defense, I swear that people were like targeting me. They were totally targeting me because I was small.
Probably.
They were totally doing it. So no, I totally feel you on that. You got to stand up for yourself, especially when you're short.
For sure.
So what's a training day look like for you guys?
Yeah, so
she is my trainer. She is really good at setting the football drills for us. So she's on it. So
we train each other. We come up with different drills that we feel that would that we're lacking in, and that we can work we can work better on, especially in this off season. So we set a schedule every day at 12 o'clock. We go out to the field and we work on things that we're struggling with and different things that we want to get better at.
Okay. Is it just you two training, or do you train with the team, or do you train
Sometimes
both? Like,
Yeah, we trained a lot with Ashley, our quarterback. We trained with some of our other teammates at the same field. We'll try to set aside some time to like get the whole girls together, the whole group together to train and things like that. But
especially in off season, because it's really hard to like get everyone in like in the same area.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a lot easier. Like, hey, let's go and like work on some things, you know. Especially
So
like,
so does everyone kind of like do their own training?
Yes. During off season. During the season, then we have like, you know,
set days.
Really? Okay. That's interesting. Especially because you guys are all like united like really well. So I figured that you guys would just be training like day and night together. But I guess you guys are doing kind of like your own thing on the
So
off season.
everyone lives everywhere around the LA, like Ontario area.
Yeah.
So we all live so many different places, so far sometimes. So that's why.
When you guys are training, so besides that you said you dislocated shoulder, right?
Yes.
So have you guys suffered like any other type of injuries in the sport?
Yeah, of course. You're gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? It's a contact sport. So if you're not scared to get hurt or anything like that, you understand.
Yeah, in the I think he's asking like what injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the Austin versus LA game, the playoff game, I had a rib contusion on my left rib.
What the hell is
I
that?
went to the Seattle play. It's basically like a bruised rib.
Oh.
And I went into the Seattle, still kind of like feeling it, but you know, you just wrap it up. You go out there, you play. Sprained ankles, those are common, like things like that.
Yeah.
Have you guys got hurt?
Injuries.
Have you guys got hurt in any other sport besides football? Have you guys broken any bones?
In softball, I had a fractured fibula, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
I think we get more hurt in football than other sports.
Oh, of course. Totally.
But it's a mindset, honestly. You got to be able to take the hits and, you know, get well.
No, I totally agree. I saw that I think actually I was listening to a podcast I think that Marissa was on, and I think she said that she's going to be doing are you going for like offense next year?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I'm going to be practicing receiver.
Yeah?
Yes.
Dude, that is awesome. So like you guys are going to be like, or would they play you at the same time or no? Like how would they do that?
Yeah, definitely. If we have plays that work well together and things like that. We're still trying to figure it out, but I'm definitely looking to switch over to offense.
Okay.
Love defense. Just the only thing is my shoulder. It just once it comes out.
We were doing a backbend flip over and it came out again, and I was like freaking out because I didn't know what to do, and she like smoothly just pulled it back into place.
It's like once it like comes out, it's like easier to like, you know, come out again and things like that. So it's something that I have to get used to and that I have to definitely strengthen. So
you are a savage. That is insane.
She's gonna feast this year in offense. I'm so excited.
See, I don't know how that would work with me, because like if my sibling was also playing at the same time. See, when you're on offense and then your sister's on defense or something like that, there's not much you can do when you're off the field.
Right.
But like if I was on the field with my sibling at the same time, I'd be like, don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Yeah, so in the last podcast I was like excited and I told them that I was excited to play offense. Like I would block my heart out for her.
Exactly.
And make sure I pick her up and things like that, because when I do see that, it makes me angry, and I'm like telling my teammates like, pick her up, like, come on, I'm ready to jump out on the field, you know, things like that. But, you know, I have to keep my composure, and it's really cool to see Miriah, you know, like, stand up for herself. Of course, I already knew that she was going to be able to do that. But, you know, definitely, like, stand her ground and earn her respect.
Right. So, how was it? I don't think you guys, you didn't play until, like, the third game of the season, right? I think Miriah didn't play till like the third game, right? You didn't play in the first.
I played the Denver second game.
The second game. You played the second game? Okay. Yeah. So, and I think it was previously one of the running backs got injured. Wasn't that? Yeah, they got injured, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then you were like the backup running back.
Yes.
Okay, then came in, and then it was like the Miriah show, yo. It was so crazy. So, did you expect to do as well as you did?
I prayed about it and I worked hard, and I was like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be what the team needs me to be. So that was my mindset going in. Like, I'm gonna show everyone, like I can do it.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's so awesome. And you guys also do like a you've coached before, right?
Yes. Yes.
Tell
Yeah,
me
so
about
this year
that.
was our first year coaching football for fourth graders, and it was a really awesome experience. We played volleyball, so we coached volleyball before, and they loved us, coaching their volleyball team, and they saw that we played football, and
Mhm.
so they're like, "Why don't you try out, try to coach our fourth grade team?" And we went in and we did an amazing job. They loved us. It was great. We got a lot of respect and just people like, "Oh wow, like y'all are sisters. You're the first female football coaches at the school, So it's like opportunities that we're able to do with what we have right now. So
Yeah.
it's great. It's a great
Coaching
movement.
boys or girls?
Boys.
All boys.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah,
It's fun.
it was cool. It was
fun.
different.
It's definitely different.
They definitely had
different.
swag. They were really good.
They
It
have
was
so much
cool.
confidence. Their personalities are everything. Like they
Are-
just
Are you
take
going to
up sport
continue to
very
do it?
Yes.
Of course.
You are? Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's really cool too. So
Yeah, we also learned a lot as well, like about ourselves and our leadership with like, running a team, especially boys, and then being able to like look, like we are the coaches, and things like that and just things that we learned about ourselves that was like really exciting to bring into this next year as leaders.
Yeah.
And football players.
So what is it like? Do they try and challenge like your authority?
No.
Sometimes they're trying to play like a different position or like, things like that. It's like we see you best fit here, and we think that you can, do a really good job at this position and help your teammate in this way and things like that. So.
Mhm. Mhm. So are you doing anything different to prepare for next season?
Our off season is definitely right now
Healing.
Yeah. So our off season has been like healing and just taking it like really light because we know that our preseason is long
Mhm.
before we get into the season. So yeah, we were pretty beat up this this coming out of this last season.
Yeah.
So
I think what a lot of people don't even realize, I don't know if they're just ignoring it or whatever, but it was easy for me to see just like the first game. I was like, I'm pretty sure that they're not wearing as much padding as like typical like NFL and things like that. You guys have like less padding with like the same hits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shoulder pads and helmets. That's
it.
And
That's
if you want shin guards and things like that.
Yeah.
But
right.
like our legs are exposed, and like arms and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I mean, it makes us stronger as women and being out there, and we love it and we don't think about it. Like when we're out there, it's like I'm ready to stop you and she's ready to, make a touchdown and that's what it is.
Right. Right. Yeah, I totally understand. Even in that last game that I hate, by the way, but even in that last
Us too.
game,
We all.
the Miriah caught that, or she ran. Did you catch it or you just ran with it? But it was like
I caught it.
it was. Oh yeah, it was like a huge play, and I was like, oh yes. Oh, and you got the touchdown too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Broke
must have
some
felt good.
ankles on the way,
Exactly. Oh, that was the
I
one where she
threw
was
out
like,
the bank.
yeah, she was like shooking and like juking. I was like, oh, it's so great.
And the
It's so
crazy
great.
part about it is I told Ashley, I'm ready. Throw me the ball. So and we were just that play, it was like I was ready for it.
That's good. And you needed it. You guys totally needed it that game. I almost thought that you guys were gonna come back, but like you said, like it's just they were overly aggressive and they really prepared. Not that you didn't prepare, but like now you know what you need to do to win.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Which is pretty cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, any future projects like coming up?
Right now we're working on our website and getting our apparel out and ready for like sale.
Yes.
A
A lot of people have been asking for our jerseys, so we will have that for sale soon. We'll have signed autographs on our website. A lot of cool, interesting things coming up for the Football Sisters. So we're really excited for this season and playing with the X League.
That's awesome. So you guys are you're gonna build like a brand, like the Football Sisters is like the brand.
That's our brand, yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm gonna buy something. I'm not just saying that because I'm on the podcast. I'm gonna buy something. I'm gonna represent.
Definitely support the movement, support female football players and us, of course.
We work so hard, so it's so much fun being out there too. Like we genuinely love this sport.
And you guys totally got me. Like it was totally a mistake. Like, well, it was a surprise that like it was unplanned. It was totally unplanned because I reached out to Miriah and I was like, "Yo, this league is so cool. I gotta have you on the podcast to talk about it." And then while I was watching like both of your games, I just became too invested. And now I'm like this is my team now. Like this is just my team.
I love that.
This is our team too.
That's awesome.
Exciting.
So cool. So I want to get into another part of the podcast. If you guys are game, I'd like to talk about like some non-football stuff. Cool. So in high school, what like group were you a part of? Because I feel like in most high schools, it's pretty stereotypical. Like you have like the jocks over here, and then you have like the super intellectuals over here, and then like the more badassy people over here that want to break all the rules. And so like where did you guys like fit?
With the athletes, for
yeah,
sure.
we definitely fit in with the athletes, but we were well-rounded. We hung out with everybody, but mostly with the athletes because we played sports all year round.
Did you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
At your high school, did they have like female football or anything like that?
No.
They didn't?
We had powder puff.
Yeah, so like
What
at
is
the end
that?
of the year, then the juniors and the senior girls would go against each other.
It's a flag
and play
football.
Flag football.
The coaches would be the football players.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then they would even be cheerleaders too.
That's funny.
So
That's
it's a
awesome.
total reverse.
So what sports did you play? Did you play for the high school team?
Yes.
What did you play for the high school team?
Yeah, I played varsity basketball, softball, volleyball, and then I ran track.
I played the same thing. I just didn't run track.
Wow. That's incredible. Stay busy. That's insane.
Exactly. We were going from one sport to the next to the next. We had no off season in any sport.
So like, is this your sport now? Like football is like now your sport?
Oh yeah, I feel
Okay.
like all of our sports that we've played have played a big role into like us catching on really quick to football and being, and of course us practicing and things like that. But yeah, like all of our sports have been able to transfer for football.
Right. It like all led you up to here.
Literally.
Exactly.
To-
Yeah. We were born
to-
to play this sport.
To the X League.
Exactly.
Cool. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
I think everyone's weird. I don't know. How weird
The
is-
person that says that is always the weirdest. They are always
I probably might be the weirdest. You're probably right.
That's-
Maybe like 7. I don't know.
You're like a 7 on the weird scale? That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe.
I'm like a 10 behind closed doors.
You're like
No one sees our weirdness.
when the cameras are not rolling, that's when my weirdness just. So
What about you?
me? I'm incredibly weird. I'm very
I knew it.
I'm very weird. Yeah, I'm super weird. I got Spider-Man like right here, like in the back. Like Spider-Man's like
Look at
all over
that.
my walls. So yeah, I'm super nerdy. I always felt like growing up I was super nerdy. And like I like comic book heroes and like things like that and stuff like
I think
that.
Miriah was
What's
more of the-
crazy. I was the more nerdy one.
Yeah.
Really?
growing up. What's crazy is I've just gotten into like the comic books and stuff. We're actually wanting to do a comic book for ourselves. So.
Dude, you have to. You have to.
Right, we should, right?
You have to.
We should.
Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah, so I was like the one always reading. I didn't want to go out because I was reading, and Marissa was like the party, like let's go have fun, and yeah, so
Yeah, I think we've definitely switched roles though, because I read now.
she does read. We still go out and stuff. She goes out more than I do.
That's funny. So are you into so you said that like you were into like certain comic books. Do you watch like Marvel movies or TV
I
shows
do
or anything?
all of
Do you
them.
really?
Yeah,
You've seen them.
I've seen all of them.
You're not lying.
Well, okay, probably not all of them, but I've seen the most.
No, but
important
you've
ones.
seen like Infinity War and Endgame?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's-
awesome.
No, it's I
Yo,
love those movies.
So Tony at the end though, right?
Stop!
Tony
You're
at-
gonna make me cry. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
No,
my
it's really
goodness.
sad, honestly.
Oh man, that's so awesome that you're into that. That's really cool. What other type of like TV shows and like or like movies like things like that are you into?
Power. I just watched.
Do you watch
the
Power?
last- Yeah, I watched Power.
Power's really good.
Power's good.
So are you guys up to date with Power?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
It's season 5, right? I'm up to season 5.
Okay, so there's I think this one's season 6. Okay, so I'm not going to tell
So
you what
Angela
happens.
died, and I was devastated. Or
You
she
can't
got
tell
shot.
people.
I can't say.
I haven't seen this yet.
Sorry.
She may or may not have died. She may or may not have
okay,
died.
so he knows more than I do.
But it's good. You
I
have
hope
to
she didn't
watch it.
die.
Yeah, you have to watch it. But
Oh, Dollface.
I was just about to say that. Dollface
Yes,
is really
it's
good.
so good.
what is it?
It's more like a chick flick, but it's like it's women empowerment. It's
What's it called?
Dollface.
I don't think I've heard that. Heard of that.
It's really good.
It's good.
Is it?
You probably won't like it though, because it's like made for women.
It's
Why
just
you
trying to
saying that?
teach
What
us
do you
how to
mean?
be friends,
Yeah,
with different
honestly.
women.
There are
And
certain
It's kind
things.
of corny.
Okay. I'm not a big like I don't know. I'm not a big like romantic comedy guy or like
I am. Growing up, The Notebook was my movie.
Oh, she.
I
cried
haven't
every
even,
time.
you know what? I haven't even watched that movie yet. I know what happens.
Stop.
I know what happens just because everyone talks about it. And I saw this actually the other.
It's a classic. You gotta watch the classic.
I even saw like there was a thing on my timeline the other day. It was like a meme, and I think it's a famous scene from The Notebook. And he's like, "What do you want?" She's like, "It's not that simple." It's like, "What do you want?" And like the tag is when you ask your girl what she wants to eat. It's just like, "What do you want?" So yeah, I gotta watch it. I'll watch it. I gotta watch it.
And then another one of my favorite movies is A League of Our Own. It's a classic.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that one
we
either.
watched that actually a day before we went to go try out, and it was just like
It reminded us of each other.
Yeah.
Because they're the two sisters. They're playing in the baseball league.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's an upcoming league with females, so it was really cool and it's really relatable to us. So that one's a really good movie.
That one's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Classic.
I do like. Okay, so there is one romantic comedy that I do like. Have you seen 50 First Dates?
I have. Yes.
Yo, 50 First
really
Dates.
good.
Come on.
That's
It's a good
really
one.
good. I like it.
That's such a good
It's so
one.
sweet. He's trying to get her to fall in love with him every
Yup.
single day. It's so cute.
Yeah,
Yup.
but that has to suck.
That
Yo,
does have to suck.
Especially because her mind goes like every night it just gets wiped clean, and
Yeah,
then
she like wakes up with a random person in her bed. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, and then finally they get to the point where he gets to kiss her, right? And then she keeps saying it's nothing like a first kiss for like days and days and like weeks and months, and he's just like, yeah, these first time kisses getting kind of blue.
Right.
But very cool. That's awesome. Okay, so this was actually an audience question. They said it's kind of funny. I wasn't going to say it, but it's kind of funny. So it says 1, are you single? And 2, what can you cook if you are?
So if we're not,
So if you're not,
I don't care.
if you're not single, you should still be able to cook something. They are not available, y'all. They are unavailable.
We're married to the game.
We're married to the game.
Yo, that's a perfect answer. Perfect answer. Can you cook though?
But we can cook.
Yeah,
we meal prep.
What do you cook?
Chicken, chicken, turkey,
asparagus,
vegetables.
Yeah. So what's it look like?
Stuff.
Yeah. So like, what's a diet like for you?
Just like that.
Yeah. So mine's like really boring. Mariah kind of spices hers up a lot because like I'm used to like just meal prepping and just gotta go.
Yeah.
So mine's like turkey, rice, and carrots, and hers
sweet potato, turkey, rice, carrots, broccoli.
Yeah,
I do it up. I do it up.
Just like every day, like the same thing. That sounds boring. That sounds boring.
I know, but on weekends I can spice it up.
Yeah, I'm not as strict as her, which I kind of need to be because, but for the most part, yeah.
Yo, do you at least put seasonings on it? Do you put seasonings?
Of course.
Okay.
My meal preps are really good.
Hers have gotten better. My meal preps where I'm like, girl, you eat this?
Yo, my boring dish is
like
very
brown
spiced.
Rice. I'm really trying to lean out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So sometimes like sometimes like when I'm really trying to like lean like right before a game, like seasoning is like not the thing, or like salt and things like that. Like, so I have to like cut down. But like in off season or like preseason, I can kind of like do it up.
Yeah.
Put seasonings in there.
So you guys probably don't see, because when I was in high school, I wrestled, and this was 70 pounds ago. But anyway, I wrestled in high school, and I actually wrestled at 152 and 160, and it was crazy because I floated back and forth, and my coach would want me. He would want me to wrestle at like 152 because if I can get into like a lower weight class, then
You'd be like the best.
exactly, you're more likely to
Yeah.
dominate, right? So
Right.
he would get me on, and so my first match, which by the way, spoiler alert, I got wrecked in my first match. I totally got wrecked. But anyway, on the
There's
way
the
to
first one.
You learn from it.
yeah, exactly, totally. He pinned me in like 27 seconds, but it never happened again.
Oh, no.
Never happened again. Never happened again. So anyway, so yeah, so as we're like jump roping and everything, we're about to get on the bus to go to the match. I'm drinking a Red Bull because I'm trying to get fired up. I'm trying to get energized and so on. And he looks at me, he says, "What the fuck are you doing? You're drinking a Red Bull?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm trying to get energized." And he's like, "You're barely you're barely under 152." And so I had to lose like 2 pounds water weight like immediately. Or he said that like I just couldn't play anymore, which was crazy. But
oh my god.
oh yeah, they were super strict. Dude, we ran like 3-mile warm-ups. It was insane. It was kind of like some slave labor, man. But like it was, I was like,
That's horrible.
yo, when I was in high school, I was sitting here like, yo, is this legal? Like, can we do this? But it totally made me a better player or a better athlete all around. So yeah, have you guys ever had like really tough coaches?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I played
for sure.
volleyball in college, and we had like 3 days. The mornings were like 6 o'clock a.m. You had to be there 15 minutes early. Like I know what a strict schedule looks like, and yeah, it's insane.
This year, even our second coach, Coach Mac, what's his name? Coach, I don't know his name, but he was really intense.
Yeah, he was really intense.
Yeah, we would be like, what did we do? We
Bear crawls
and
and all
30
this
yards.
preseason.
And
Yeah.
like,
I
you sure you want to do?
I totally feel that too, especially when Marissa's talking about being there 15 minutes early. Yeah, my coach was
Right.
like, "Yo, if you are 10 minutes early, then you are 10 minutes late." So I was like,
Yes.
"What? That's crazy." But it
Yeah.
totally is for the better. It totally
It's
is for
made
the
me
better.
way better with time and being on time and respecting other people's time and making sure that people respect my time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like if I had kids, which I'm gonna have to definitely have, because if I don't have kids, it's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like I'm like the world needs to have Tyler's
Exactly.
kids. Like the world needs
You
to see
have
that.
your kids.
Exactly. Like I feel like I'm totally gonna push him. Maybe not to that extent to where like I would yell at them for drinking a Red Bull, but I totally am gonna push them 100%.
Oh, my kids are
For
gonna be
sure.
like,
D1 athletes. To the league.
Exactly. At least.
With my genetics, no, I was kidding.
and you're welcome.
With my genetics, you have no excuse. That's awesome. That's so cool. So yeah, so guys, this was Marissa and Miriah Lopez. So giving you an insight to everything that's to come with the X League, talking about how they do it. So I guess I just want to close this out with, what would you say to someone that is like around your age that is actually looking to get into like the X League? Like what would you tell them? Like what advice could you give them?
Yeah, we have tryouts coming up January 18th. Definitely know your stuff.
Be
and
coachable.
Be coachable. Be open-minded. Be ready to work hard.
The best ability is availability. Be available for everything. Training, everything. You got to show up. You got to prove yourself.
And hit us up. We're always looking for new athletes, new talent on our pages or the league's pages. We're always looking for new athletes to bring up and train. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, guys, this was Marissa and Miriah Lopez. They are the badass football superstar football sisters. Make sure you check them out at thefootballsisters.com. Follow them on Instagram. Matter of fact, just go to their website. Everything's there. It's going to show you everything. And make sure, don't be cheap. Purchase some merch. They deserve it. And it's a really awesome brand. They got some good stuff on there. So definitely take a look at it. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on. It's been awesome talking with you. And everyone else, catch me on my next podcast.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you for having us.